everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your boy Lee Ice, and you know I got my crew with me. Jack Carr is in the house. PG's finest. What's up, man?
All right, buddy. What's up? Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
You all right, man? Look like you just woke up. You good?
Nah, yeah, I'm great. Just arrived at my vacation destination about noon today. Got a nice little nap. I just got my times mixed up. I was setting up when Hill called. So yeah, I'm just chilling. Vacation time.
Google. Let me see. What's going on, man?
Hey, baby, I'm chilling, man. I'm make it do what it do, baby. Let's just get it going. Let's get it started, because it ain't right if it ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Ray Charles. And we got the hard-working man in the business himself. I know he's going to sound tired. Let's see. Yeah, the big dog. You feel like barking? What's up?
I'm just ready to go to Canada.
Hey,
No, that's right. Y'all heard what the big dog said? Canada, All In Sports and All In Football will be in Canada next weekend, y'all. Me and the big dog, we're going to live it up in Toronto. We're going to take some nice trips. We're going to see some games. Tune in when we go live, when we have our shows on there. You don't want to miss it. Hey, how they treat us, big dog?
Oh, they always treat us good. That's why they asked us to come back.
Yeah, buddy. All right, y'all. Let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show, and thank everybody tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all. Doing what we're going through, you know, I don't say that word, but I'm gonna tell you, check yourselves in the family. I'm not gonna give you a quiz this week, Jack. You can relax.
I wasn't paying attention last week, man. I'm still getting my stuff together.
Hey, man, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What y'all got? What y'all got? What you got? Jack got some water. What you got, BC? Okay.
Been on the dock. The sun is getting me.
Bring it in. Let's go all in. Y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's called the All In State of the Union. Brought to you by the best that is, the best that was, the best that ever done it. We call him Hill. We also call him the Big Dog. What's going on, Big Dog?
Thursday. The Chicago Bears and Houston Texans kicked off the NFL preseason when the Bears win 21-17. How'd you feel?
That wasn't a kickoff.
Yeah.
No, it's a kickoff, because it lets you know it's the beginning of what's coming. So yeah, it's good stuff, baby.
Oh, what you mean with a kickoff, Lee?
That wasn't a kickoff.
Nobody play, man.
Man,
You can't hit height.
Ain't nobody played in 10 years. I don't know why.
Meanwhile, Thursday night, north of the border, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers blew out the BC Lions 25-0.
Damn.
Also, Friday. The Grey Cup defending champions took on the Montreal, or whatever you want to call them, the Montreal Alouettes took on the Hamilton Ticats, and they just lambasted the Ticats 33-16. Meanwhile, in the first quarter, 11:20 left to go, the Saskatchewan Roughriders 7, the Edmonton Elks, which are 0-7 again for the second year in a row, nothing. Tomorrow, if you're looking at the CFL, you'll see this thing on the show on Sunday. So, but Toronto Organized take on the Calgary Stampede tomorrow. Meanwhile, in other sports news, Jokic carries Serbia into the quarterfinals, and Greece also goes to the quarterfinals of the Olympics basketball. How you feel?
Good times, baby. I mean, let's get the best players in the best situations and play against the best teams.
Germany beat France also to stay undefeated in men's hoops. How you feel?
Disappointing for France, because I didn't think they would lose that ball game.
I know that. Busted my parlay.
Gordon Hayward retires from the NBA. Said it was an incredible ride for 14 years. How you feel?
It was about time, because he struggled the last 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, one of the worst injuries I ever seen, man. I saw that live.
The statue of Kobe Bryant and Gigi was unveiled in Los Angeles this week. How you feel?
R.I.P., baby.
The Marlins claim outfielder D. Hill off waivers from the Giants. How you feel?
Are you related to him?
No, he's not as good as me. Anyway, what it feels, Snell said after throwing that no-hitter this week for the Giants. How you feel?
I mean, Blake Snell doesn't have room to talk. I mean, he's been an okay pitcher for a long time.
Yeah, but that can lock up a Cy Young.
Scherzer put on a 15 DL with shoulder flare up.
It's about time for him to retire, ain't it?
About time.
He's 1 or 2 years away.
Yeah.
Man gets 15 years for theft of Jackie Robinson statue.
Need more
I
than
saw
that.
That's enough.
Miami reaches an extension deal with wide receiver Hill for $90 million. How you feel?
We definitely gonna
Tyreek
talk
Hill is
about
one of the
that.
top receivers in the league.
Aaron Rodgers was very strong in the 90-minute scrimmage today. How you feel?
This is scrimmage.
We'll see what happens in the real situations. Next week against Washington, we'll figure out what's going on.
He's not even gonna play.
No, he'll play in the not in the preseason game, but he'll play in the team drills. Yeah.
I think Rodgers is ready to play, man. I'm telling you, I think y'all gonna be surprised.
The Ice.
Yo.
I know we're not doing the other show, but I'm gonna start on about the other show. NFL and college football schedule from December the 19th to January 20th. Listen to this. On the 19th of December, you have the Browns at the Bengals. Then the 20th and 21st is the first round of the college football playoff. Then the 21st, you have the Texans and Chiefs, and the Steelers and the Ravens. Then you have NFL games on the 22nd. Then the 23rd, you have the Saints and the Packers. Then the 25th, you have the Chiefs. No, and on the 24th, you have bowl games. On the 25th, you have the Chiefs and the Steelers, Ravens and Texans. 26th, you got the Seahawks and the Bears. And the 29th, and the 27th through the 29th, you have bowl games. On the 29th, you have 12 NFL games. The 12:30, December 30th would be, the Lions at the 49ers. Then on the next day, on New Year's Eve, you have the college football playoff quarterfinals on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Then you have more bowl games from the 2nd to the 4th. Right? Then you have on the 5th, the NFL wraps up this regular season. Then there's nothing else for 5 days till you have the college football semifinals on that Saturday and Sunday on the 1st and the 10th. I mean the Friday and Saturday. Wow. Then on the 11th and the 13th, 11th through the 13th, we have the wild card playoff, Saturday through Monday. Then the following weekend, the 18th and the 19th, you have the divisional round playoffs for the NFL. Then on the 20th, the national championship game. You're only going to miss 4 days of football from the 19th through the 20th. Take the commercial break.
Heaven must be like that.
That's football heaven. When we come back, hey man, let's talk wide receivers. They catch it more than footballs. You're watching All In Sports, Jack Carr, PZ's Finest, the Human Google BC, the Big Dog, and Lee Ice. We be right back.
want to talk shit. You want to run your mouth. You want some things to start your motherfucking house. We'll set this bitch off. Yeah, set this bitch off. We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. Let's get these niggas right. Call me badass, and I'll punish you. You ain't my equal, we ain't equal. Ain't one of you. Since 98, I grabbed a plate, I broke the lunch table. Working outside, we don't need cable.
Lee Ice.
Yeah.
You'll never guess who that was. That's from 1950. Believe it or not. 1950 from a guy named Bootsy, a black man. He said he was pissed off because he's going to set it off.
Set this bitch off, huh? All right, y'all. Speaking of setting it off, what in the hell is going on in the NFL? These wide receivers signing these monster contracts before I tell the world and you all why it's a waste of money. I want to hear both of y'all and even you, big dog. What's going on? Prove to me. Somebody tell me before I tell y'all it's a waste of money. Go ahead, BC.
I think you started with the wrong person because I think the only reason that we haven't seen the transition of the wide receiver position going to the running back mode is because of Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks is the wide receiver that the Tennessee Titans drafted in the first round, and they gave up A.J. Brown and sent him to the Philadelphia Eagles. So in the midst of that deal, Burks has been hurt for 2 years. So he's the reason we haven't really transitioned into this place where wide receivers end up as running backs. So that's why teams are now holding on to their running backs and not really going into the wide receiver market even more. So that's my theory. My theory is I think we were at the apex of the wide receiver becoming the running back, but because the first team that took that chance didn't succeed, now everybody's trying to hold on to the running back. But I think that's the worst decision they will make. I don't need a T. Higgins. I don't need what's the other guy that's in that situation? I don't need Brandon Ayuk. Why am I holding on to him? I'll trade you. I'll let you go. I'll draft the kid, and then we'll move on. I fully believe that the way the wide receiver position is being developed right now doesn't make sense for me to draft. I mean, for me to hold on to a receiver I drafted. I want to move on from wide receivers just like I would move on from running back.
Well, why are they signing these huge ass contracts?
Because everybody saw somebody take a chance and it failed. So now they're going back and trying to fix the situation. Nobody else wants to take that chance. They're all scared now.
Well, you got a few of these wide receivers I consider top shelf. I mean, irreplaceable.
It's a wide receiver. How are they irreplaceable?
There's still, there's still only a certain amount of number ones.
You think all these wide receivers signing these big ass contracts, you really think they deserve this money?
Everybody else deserve the money they getting. Quarterbacks,
Okay.
Of course.
We all been watching football a long time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, please tell me a team that signed a wide receiver to a big money contract and won the Super Bowl. Where has a big money wide receiver made a difference in a Super Bowl winner? I will wait. I'll wait.
No, I mean, you're talking. I mean, we're talking. You're operating in a limited space of context because you're trying to say, "Oh, what's the big name wide receiver that signed somewhere and won a Super Bowl?" The wide receiver isn't the optimal or the place where where things make sense. It's the quarterback. The quarterback is the apex of this conversation, but the wide receiver is ancillary. And what you got to understand is when you're dealing with the ancillary part, you don't always have to reinvest in the ancillary part. And that's why I say I don't think wide receiver has to be signed or done over again. I think you can live on. I think you can move past the wide receiver. I think T. Higgins, I'd move on from T. Higgins in a heartbeat.
T. Higgins
and
is
in the draft,
one.
whoever my wide receiver ones are in this upcoming draft, I draft them.
I'm saying these wide receivers, the Tyreek Hill, his contract, all the receivers that signed these big ass contracts, to me, is a waste of money because it's not going to make a difference. I have yet to see a team sign a receiver to a big money contract and get to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Tyreek
Hill. Who did he go to?
Didn't he get a payday in Kansas City? Super Bowl?
He made it already. They had already got there. Okay. He leaves. And what did Pat Mahomes do? He goes back to back.
The wide receiver position is now the biggest playmaker on the field. It used to be split between running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. But now the wide receiver
it's not getting to the Super Bowl though, Jack. This is my thing.
It will soon. It will soon. It's the future of football. You've seen it go from run to pass.
Let me name these names: Charles Haley, Deion Sanders, Marshall Faulk, Fred Dean. I don't know if y'all remember him. Reggie White. These were big free agent signings that switched teams, made a difference, and this team won the Super Bowl the year that they signed. Okay? Well, I think Reggie White, it was a year or two later, maybe 2 years later. My point is, again, I'll wait. The closest one you can see, maybe, Randy Moss? They got the Super Bowl, but they lost, right? You're throwing all this money to the wide receiver for what? Just like DC said, it's the quarterback. If I'm an owner, I'm not giving all the.
Can I interject now?
Yeah.
You're right and you're wrong. Okay.
Right.
Reason that some of the receivers getting the big money. If you look at the receivers that got the big money, it's the style of offense that team runs.
True.
Miami has three monsters. They have They have a track team at wide receiver. Okay.
Right.
Cincinnati had the 6'3" and over crew. And they're wide receiver. Everybody's 6'3" and over.
Chicago, it's got some wide receivers.
Chicago has no wide receivers.
Yes, they do.
Who? Moore?
More than the youngin' they just drafted, O'Doon.
I don't know where you at, but you must be sniffing too much air down. But anyway.
Oh,
DJ Moore has not proved nothing to me yet this year.
Okay.
It's the style of offense you run. Like everybody in the Los Angeles Rams, you know, it's 5'11" and under. That's the style of offense they run, the ice. So
I'll keep that on the chalkboard.
It depends. Like Washington has a host of wide receivers, but they don't have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So
it depends. Tyreek Hill, I think he deserved the contract because he's the fastest one on that track team.
They ain't going to the Super Bowl though. It's about winning. I'm sorry, isn't it about winning Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's about winning Super Bowls. But
okay.
A couple injuries here and there, they could.
Pat Mahomes, that's it. Once Pat Mahomes gets hurt, yeah, okay. And then Joe Burrow get hurt, yeah. Because the only team that can challenge, to me, Kansas City, are probably the Bengals and Joe Burrow. And he has to be healthy.
I disagree with that. But I'm going to say it, then we take a commercial break. I'll give you 3 teams can challenge. Cleveland, Jets. Cleveland, the Jets. You heard that right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
and the Texans. Take me to commercial break.
Commercial break on that one. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation. I'm going to see who y'all top 5 receivers are. If we got time, we'll do top 5 of all time. You're watching All In Sports. Lee Ice, the Big Dog, JC, and BC. We'll be right back.
Champion Ric Flair. You know, I always heard that Baltimore was a big-time sports community. That's why the football team left town. The baseball team, well, we can talk about the Orioles all day long. Now comes something that you people can really identify with, really get up to, because you know we'll be on a shadow of a doubt that you've got a world champion that's going to take the time out of his own so busy schedule to bless your community. Now, Ronnie Garvin, you got the match. They tell me you told everyone when I get a hold of Ric Flair, I'm going to be the world champion. Well, Garvin, I hear that every day of the week. You're like something else I know so much about. So many women, so little time. Ronnie Garvin, Baltimore, get ready. Nature Boy, coming to town.
Turns to Baltimore and the Civic Center on Tuesday, December 4th. Match time is 8 p.m. 3 times world heavyweight champion Ric Flair defends his title against the challenge of Ronnie Garvin. In a 6-man tag team match, the Road Warriors and Precious Paul Ellering take on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Ole Anderson, and Tommy Wildfire Rich. The New York Assassin faces Jimmy Valiant. It'll be the Hollywood Blondes against Gary Oates and Josh Rougeau. Bob Roode faces
Lee Ice.
Yeah.
Hollywood Blondes.
Well, that's Stone Cold and Flying Brian Pillman.
Yes, sir. The greatest tag team ever. No, I'm joking.
That was one of my favorites, all-time favorites. Believe it or not.
One of my favorites, but they're not the greatest of all time.
They're not great. They were funny, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Brian Pillman was funny. He was funny. Really, 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 really funny. All right, y'all, we was talking wide receivers. And I was telling y'all facts and truth. There has never been a receiver that was put a team over the top for a Super Bowl. Okay, so them signing these big ass contracts, to me, waste of money. Waste of money. Now let's do the top 5 receivers today. I will start my top 5. Okay, no particular order. I got A.J. Brown. I got Jamar Chase. I got Justin Jefferson. I got Cooper Kupp. And then at 4th and 5th, you can throw CeeDee Lamb or Tyreek Hill in there. That's my 5. 5, 6, one of them coming off the bench. I know none of y'all got Cooper Kupp, so.
He was my honorable mention coming off the bench, But Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, St. Brown over there with Detroit, and Justin Jefferson. And then I had Devontae Adams as a 6'7". I wanted Devontae on that list. I like Devontae.
No A.J. Brown.
We all are huffing in the same pot. So I got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and CeeDee Lamb as my top 5 current.
Yeah, we're 3 out of 5 on the whole 3 of them.
Right.
Okay.
But you know, that's a nice
So
group.
like
wide
if we
receiver.
did this in like on a platform, you would take like the ones that everybody mentioned, and then you would kind of deviate from that faction on to figure out the fourth and the fifth.
That would be Hill, Lamb, and Jefferson, both
Right.
on all three of our lists.
No, no.
They'd be our top three.
Oh, not yours,
There.
Hill is not in my top 3. Sorry.
Oh, I thought I
At
had
the
it.
end of
No,
the
top
day,
five.
No, hold on. We're talking about Tyreek Hill.
Top five.
you could talk Tyreek Hill. He's not. He's not in my top 3 because at the end of the day, if I didn't want to throw,
Is he in
I'm
your
not
top
going to
five?
talk.
Yeah, we're
He's
asking you if you got
right
more
at
than-
5. He's right at 5 or 6.
Right.
They can CD Lamb.
Did say his name.
So no. So we're
Number
talking
1,
about
like most people think.
Okay, but we're talking
No,
about
I don't
the
have him
aggregate.
at 1. I got Jamar Chase 1.
Okay.
So guys, if we're doing this list in the aggregate, then our top 3 would be
Yes.
Jet, Chase, and Tyrese, and then the parts where we would figure it out is the CD Lamb, Devontae Adams, and Cooper Kupp wouldn't get mentioned because he's out of the scenario because he's only on Lee Ice's list and not everybody else's list.
I had him close. I like Cup. I think he's done some incredible
But you didn't have him in your top 5.
I got a different top 5.
All right.
All right, so what's your top 5, then, dog?
My top. I can't say my man name played for the Rams. What's his name? Bookaboo.
Puka
Yes.
Nakua?
Yeah, I got him. And I got my man. Playing for the what's it, John? What's the dude name? I wrote it down. Oh, Mike Evans.
Okay.
Also got Debo Samuels. Brandon Ayuk.
That's the first good one you said.
Brandon Ayuk.
Mm-hmm.
What's Brandon Ayuk?
Nothing. That's the first good receiver you named
And I got AJ Brown.
on the fence.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all don't have AJ Brown in y'all top
On the
5.
fence.
I got AJ Brown on 5.
AJ Brown, he ain't number 1. I mean, I got Jamar Chase and Jefferson. You take it.
I got my man Puka Nakua, whatever his name is, number 1.
Let's see how far apart we are on an all-time top 5 real quick. What you got, Lee?
My top 5, no particular order. Well,
There's gonna be home cooking.
Randy Moss, I'm gonna always put Randy Moss first. Got to get Jerry Rice in there. Theo, and then it's 4 and 5, man. It's hard, but those are definitely top 3 right there. 4 and 5, I don't know, man. Really, you know.
Say your top 3 again.
Moss, Rice, T.O.
Okay.
And then after that, you know, I hated the Cowboys, but I love Michael Irvin. I love his style. You know what I mean? I think 4 and 5 are really like personal. You know what I mean? I like old school receivers.
What I got?
I mean, I can say Paul Warfield. If you look at his average per catch and like the touchdowns that he had average per, I mean, it's sick.
Yeah.
But they weren't passing the ball back then, you know.
And for the era. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got an era wide receiver on here. I got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Lynn Swan, Larry Fitzgerald. Must be on the list. His numbers are only behind Jerry Rice. Receptions and yards. And my number 5 is Charlie Taylor. Y'all might not have been able to see him play. But Charlie Taylor was underrated. The game wasn't like it is now, but when he got that ball, man, he made things happen. And,
he coached someone better than him, but that's cool.
And, I got Art Monk, Steve Largent, right there.
That's what I'm saying. I think 4 and 5 is real personal.
7, Jack. Count.
Say again?
You said 5, not 7.
Well, it's your turn.
Go ahead,
Your turn.
Matter of fact, Lee, we're going to take this off what's it called? We call this joint off the record.
Off the record.
Yeah,
Off the record. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
rolling out right now.
That took 20 years doing 7 people. Take us off the record.
For off the record, where we can get a little more loose and talk a little bit more cleanly. So we're gonna leave you like we always leave you, whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. It's the best thing going. All in sports, Lee Ice, BC, Jack Carr, the big dog. Catch us in Canada next week, y'all. We see you.